This episode of News Dump is brought to you by Feels.
Oh boy, do we have a lot of updates about everything for you on this week's episode, but we should probably start off with the fact that yes, the rumors are true. Your eyes were not deceiving you. We were banned from YouTube last night. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly what happened. We can only speculate why we were sent to the YouTube principal's office. But here's how everything played out. A recent video went up via Premiere, which is something that we've enjoyed doing over the past couple of weeks because it's a lot of fun to watch our videos with a live audience. Seems a lot of you like it too.
Yeah.
And we hope you've been enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
As with every Premiere, the video then, it just becomes another regular upload to our channel immediately after it's done playing. Once the video went up on our channel in its standard form, it was very quickly taken down by YouTube under manual review.
Yeah.
And we were issued a strike against our channel for allegedly being in violation of community guidelines, which is it's pretty serious. You get 3 of those, you're out.
Yeah, instead of being a copyright strike for something like, I don't know, playing a trailer that was or wasn't whitelisted for fair use or promotion, YouTube and at least one or more of their members of the trusted flagging community indicated that our video had violated community guidelines, specifically under the category of harmful or dangerous content.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes. Which, yeah, it's obviously ridiculous for a few reasons. Obviously, the video didn't break any actual community guidelines. The strike was complete bullshit. And also, we've been producing content on this platform for around 10 years now. We know the rules. We follow the rules. I mean, we might push the envelope, the same way that shows like, South Park or The Daily Show pushed the envelope on some things.
I'm still very sorry for jokingly telling everyone to dip their balls in scalding hot water to kill the coronavirus. That was a joke.
It was a joke.
It was not an actual medical suggestion.
But we know our limits, just as anyone else in any kind of production scenario would.
Anyway, there were plenty of things in that video that could have been the lightning rod for our strike and the removal of the video. We spoke about the U.S. Army using Esports and Twitch to recruit teenagers. Was it them? We spoke about the coronavirus. Was it the virus? We made fun of our big wet president and his bean fetish. We reported on the Twitter hack where a bunch of prominent users had their accounts taken over by people who use them to all in unison deploy a massive cryptocurrency scam.
Mm-hmm.
In our opinion, the strike was issued because of our reporting on the Twitter hack, probably because A, we make fun of dumbass Trump all the time, B, no one gives a shit about the Army's keyboard commandos, and C, the term hacking is clearly defined under the harmful and dangerous content guidelines.
Yeah. It says it basically says you can't teach people how to hack. Yeah,
you can't teach people how to hack.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I know jack shit about coding and anything like that. I am an absolute boomer when it comes to all forms of information technology.
Yeah.
If you're coming here for hacking advice, you're in the wrong place.
Exactly. So anyways, we contacted our reps. We told them about the issue. We filed an appeal. And after the longest few hours in recent memory, YouTube just flicked a switch and returned our video to the public.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah. There was no further explanation. There was no, we're sorry. There was nothing. We still have no idea why the video was taken down.
Don't do it again. Do what again?
Do what? We obviously did nothing wrong because the video is back up. So yes, the video was just at the flick of a switch, returned to normal. So anyways, we're sorry to take the entire first part of another video to explain this, but we feel like it's important to let people know what happens behind the scenes and how quickly our livelihood could be taken away because of something dumb like this. We did nothing wrong. They messed up. We had to just sit and wait to make sure we weren't completely screwed. And the thing with these guideline strikes is, if this one had stuck and we had gotten one more, even retroactively, our channel would be shut down for a week. One more after that, poof, we're gone.
Yeah. It's a serious thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, very serious, which is why we take it seriously.
Yes.
At least with YouTube themselves. We, of course, joked on Twitter, and I caught it. No, it doesn't seem like anyone really caught what you were doing with that post. But
there were some people that got it because they posted like, "Can't wait to see you guys on internettoday.gg."
People seem to be taking your post at face value when in fact it was just switching a few words around, saying Twitch has not informed us as to why our YouTube video was deleted.
Yeah, and the other quote, the full quote was,
I've heard the conspiracies.
The speculation. Yeah, it's from the Dr. Disrespect interview, which we'll get to.
But anyway, you get what we were saying. So thank you for sticking with us and sending us supportive messages, and most of all, for watching our videos. If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, for any of the number of reasons we just described, please do us a favor and go watch it after this one so that our algorithm isn't screwed by having one video go radio silent for 8 hours or so. We'd really appreciate it. I opened up the analytics app on my phone today. It's like, geez, guys, your last video's doing pretty bad. It's like,
yeah, so looks like the audience
these
really isn't
numbers
into
suck.
it.
I'm like, yeah, bitch, you fucking removed it for 8 hours.
Yeah, I love like the condescending tone that it takes. Too. It's like your audience is clearly less interested.
Yeah,
in
they're
this
not
video.
interested in what you were talking about.
Yeah,
here. Might want to change things up a bit.
All right, back to the updates that aren't directly related to us. We just brought up the whole Dr. Disrespect and his whole situation because we absolutely lifted some of his PR-approved statements for use in our excuse as to why our video was removed. But yeah, the doc has spoken after 2 weeks of silence following his permanent ban from Twitch. So, do you want to know why one of the biggest streamers on that platform was suddenly and surprisingly banned permanently? Well, too bad, because there are really no new clues that came out of the various interviews conducted with the man behind the doc, Guy Beam.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people out there claim or know, but no one's talking about this, which is weird. It's been like a month. Nevertheless, though, the doc spoke out this week, most notably to the Washington Post and PC Gamer, and both articles kind of result in the pretty much the exact same kind of answers.
Yeah,
but we'll just focus on the coverage from PC Gamer because they just straight up transcribed their entire interview word for word without padding anything around it. Here are some of the most important bits from that interview.
On where he's been and what he's been doing the past 3 weeks after being banned from Twitch, quote, you know, while it's unfortunate that I'm off Twitch, we're definitely working behind the scenes on what a doctor return might look like. In terms of the specifics around that, we're not interested in exclusive at this point. We're exploring our options and honestly, just can't wait to get back into character soon. We have a lot to do and I'll be wherever fans want me to be. And, you know, that's been our approach. In that response, the exclusive comment, it refers to an exclusivity contract with a platform like YouTube or Facebook, just to be clear.
Talking about why he's been pretty much radio silent this whole time. Quote, well, to be honest, okay, so we got the news, you know, it was a total shock. Imagine just going to work one day and the door is closed and you can't get inside and you've been told that you were fired and you weren't given a reason why, you know? And so for me, it was just an initial shock, the way I discovered it too. I was on a buddy's stream and some of the features started turning off while I was just in the chat and everything. And then all of a sudden, social media was blowing up. I got on the call with my team and after one quick email, it was all over. At that particular moment, it was more of just kind of shocked, like, what just happened, you know? And both my wife and I were just like, what's going on? So that's kind of how things kind of went down. And then from there, you're sort of just digesting it. You're still not getting any answers. So that's kind of why I wouldn't have known what to say, you know. We put out the one tweet, our statement, and that's kind of where things are at.
When asked if Twitch had just cut off contact and never gave a reason for the ban, he said, yeah. Adding that, quote, that's kind of the mind-blowing thing about all of this. Obviously, for legal counsel, I have to be careful here. But I can say, however, that I will not be returning to Twitch. So, I mean, that's it. So yeah, no more Twitch for the doc.
Okay.
He then goes on to talk about how he and his team are taking the appropriate steps, considering taking legal action against Twitch and making sure not to do or say one thing or the other in the public realm, while also pitching his return to entertainment, saying, as we build this game plan to make this doc comeback, that's still kind of in the works in terms of what the vision looks like. I'm working with my creative team, the graphics, going and taking the whole Doc 3.0 experience to the next level. And so that's where my focus is now.
So yeah, so far pretty straightforward answers dictated clearly by his public relations team. And the only real time where we get some sort of break from what we assume are predetermined answers are when he clearly states that he believes his ban had nothing to do with 5G conspiracies or anything like that.
Shungite.
I mean, he was referencing David Icke a bunch towards the end.
Yeah, they referenced that in the interview.
Irresponsible.
He's basically like, no, that's not why.
Okay. So yeah, when asked about the conspiracies and whether they might be the reason behind the ban, he bluntly states no. The reporter then replies with, so you don't think that might be the cause? And he starts to reply with, I don't think so. In fact, and then he gets immediately cut off by his publicist, who says on record, we're getting really close to dangerous territory here. So, you know, Doc, we don't know why Twitch banned him, and there's no formal warnings or reprimand on the record. That's all legal is going to let him say.
Yeah.
Weird.
Bad timing for the cutoff, especially because the next question focuses on where most of the theories relating to his ban currently lay. Some sort of sexual harassment allegation. The journalist asked, to your knowledge, is your Twitch ban the result of someone alleging that you harassed, abused, or assaulted them in any way? The doc replies, listen, I'm not interested in engaging crazy speculation. I've seen all the theories, I've seen all the possible conspiracies, and it's just like, I'm just not interested in engaging that type of stuff. I have a great community of loyal fans, and I'm totally focused on getting back and delivering great, entertaining content, and that's where the focus is. Would that answer have been different if he weren't already cut off by his publicist on the question right before it? I mean, we're not sure, but the answer he gave was about as far from a real answer as possible.
Yeah, why not just say no?
Legal.
Yeah, this whole situation is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, the rest of the interview, which you can read in full in the description below, is more related to his comeback and what the future holds for the character. There's a small mention of how weird the last few minutes of his final Twitch stream were, and they were.
They definitely were.
He explains that away as him breaking character while thinking about the current chaos in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
He basically said, like, from time to time I will break character and kind of like get personal with it, and it's just like that's what happened there. And it's like if you watch that, it's like, sure, whatever you say.
I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much more information than anyone already knew, other than the fact that he, at the very least, feels confident enough in the fact that whatever he was banned for isn't serious to where he can make a comeback somewhere else.
Yeah.
And as these interviews started rolling out, he posted a new video on his Twitter page with just him, some sick music, and his Lambo in the background. So I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Apparently at least a few people do, and apparently not the Doc himself.
Why hasn't Doc asked Slasher for the inside scoop?
In one of the interviews, they're like, why haven't you reached out to the people who say they know why you were banned? He's just like, not interested.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess, again, gonna have to just keep sitting back and waiting to see what happens with this one. The whole situation, very strange.
One of the strangest situations ever to happen in digital media.
Yeah, it's a real unsolved mystery.
Yeah, it'll be on Netflix next season. All right, before we get into the rest of the news today with some updates on Kanye West, the U.S. Army Esports team, and a hot new video game that has everyone pissed off, let's take a quick second to thank today's sponsor, Feels. Now, Feels, it's a better way to feel better. The premium CBD will keep your head clear and help you feel your best, and it's proven to greatly reduce anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. Now, do you experience stress or have anxiety, chronic pain, or maybe have trouble sleeping at least once a week? You're not alone. We do. I was up till 2:30 in the morning last night dealing with this banned video with like 3 different people on email and just like filing appeals and relieving stress. And took about 2-3 drops of Feels, and before you know it, I was awake at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. CBD's great.
It is.
Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep that naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. All you do is place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, no hangover, no addiction. Join the Feels community to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. Become a member today by going to feels.com/newsdump. That's FEALS. You do that, you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/newsdump to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/newsdump. Thanks for sponsoring the show. Now, back to the news.
All right, first up, there is yet another entry into the streaming wars as of this week.
Oh.
Although it has been around for at least a few weeks now for people that have Comcast as their cable or internet provider.
Right.
And it's Peacock, the terribly named streaming platform from NBC Universal. It is now available for everyone, I guess, except, of course, people like me who use ROKU or people that use Amazon Fire because their content, just like HBO Max, NBC Universal and Peacock, they've dug their feet into the sand and said absolutely the fuck not to allowing an app for their streaming service on those 2 platforms. It's dumb. Again, I keep saying this. It's very stupid. It's short-sighted. And it just makes it a hell of a lot easier for people like me to just ignore this platform entirely, regardless of whether or not there's any worthwhile content available on it. And the only thing I've seen that I'd be interested in is the probably not very good 30 Rock reunion.
It's not good.
Okay.
My wife and I watched it live on Sling, the Sling NBC last night. And no, it's crap. It's literally, it's just an ad for Peacock. It's blatantly just an ad for Peacock. It's like an hour long, and there's probably 20 minutes of actual content. The rest is commercials.
For Peacock?
For Peacock.
Yeah. Also, in easily the dumbest marketing move possible, Peacock decided it would be a great idea to let people know about this new streaming platform by having a bunch of planes skywrite marketing slogans in the sky above Burbank.
Are people looking up at the sky much lately?
Yes, I saw it. Only because, I love a good socially distanced and safe middle of the day walk.
Yeah.
But look, I walked outside and I'm like, first of all, no clouds in the sky. except for these little clouds. And it was like you could tell that it said something at one point. And I was like, how long has that been up there? And then I look over, and they're skywriting the new part of it, and they're like circling. And I watched them write the whole new thing out. And by the time they had finished Peacock, the new home for streaming, the Peacock part was already completely unreadable.
Yeah, you gotta keep your messages
very short
when you're skywriting.
Yeah, multiple planes too, doing like the thing where they spread it all at the same time. I mean, skywriting, it's something in general, especially on a windy day or whatever. It lasts about 30 seconds above a city here in LA that is still under a somewhat restrictive quarantine. So this has to be one of the most foolish ways to waste money that I've seen in recent weeks. Like, hey, everybody, go outside and look up together.
That's some Quibi level spending.
So yeah, bravo for that. Also, yeah, the name sucks. So
yeah, their big one that they're trying to attract people with in the drama side is a Brave New World miniseries. And I read the book a long time ago. It was good. The series does not appeal to me at all. I watched the trailer for it. I was like, nah, this doesn't look very good.
The Office is still on Netflix.
Until they're really hammering home. They're like, January 1st, baby.
Yeah.
Office, only way to get it is right here.
Well, I rewatched it this year during the lockdown, so I'm good for another couple of years at least.
My wife rewatches it constantly. It's just on in the house.
Well, you're a Peacock family.
I guess we will be. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Kanye West has officially dropped out of the presidential race after one of the dumbest, shortest, most pointless, yet aggravating presidential bids of our lifetimes. Oh, wait, no, he hasn't, because nothing makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
So, yes, there were numerous reports that West had indeed dropped out of the race earlier this week. But then on Tuesday, some national poll numbers released, and, well, believe it or not, Kanye actually cracked into them. It's not much, but there it is. Kanye West is currently polling at 2%. So 2 days after these poll numbers were released, Kanye filed with the FEC and had qualified to appear on the presidential ballot in Oklahoma. 1 day after that, with his 2% polling numbers, a freshly filed FEC form, and a family that is somewhere out there worrying about his mental well-being, Kanye tweeted out a photo of his face on Mount Rushmore. So, looks like this bullshit is far from over, though we obviously wish that weren't the case.
Yeah.
We're all doomed. I mean, this is the least of anyone's worries, but it's just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I just hope the American, I really hope the American public is smarter than this.
No, they're not. The American public can't be trusted with anything.
We've proven this year that the American public cannot be trusted.
We are our own worst enemy.
It's true. We are literally that meme of the kid standing behind himself with a gun to his head.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for an update for the United States Army's Esports team and their predatory recruitment efforts on live streaming platforms like Twitch. We spoke in our recently banned video, which was then unbanned, about the various tactics that the U.S. military uses in order to convince teenagers to sign up for military service, and how their esports teams were getting, very upset because people were trolling them in their chat rooms, both on Discord and on their Twitch chats. And they were doing so by linking to various war crimes committed by the U.S. military.
The Navy stream
yesterday?
The other night was getting brigaded so hard. From the time I joined it, at first you could comment, and then it's like you had to follow for
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
yeah.
And then in the course of like the next 10 minutes, they changed it to you had to follow for like 48 hours before you get commenting privileges, because there was like 4,000 people in there. And just a steady stream of comments.
It was nonstop
shitting on them.
Yeah, it was quite entertaining.
Yeah, but anyway, whether or not bringing up war crimes on a U.S. Army Twitch stream is a violation of your First Amendment rights, still currently up for debate. One issue that was reported on regarding online recruitment tactics from the armed forces has been dealt with, though. There are giveaways or sweepstakes where they convince people to, you click a link, and
Yeah, kid, you want a controller?
They basically trick you into signing up to receive recruitment information under the guise of potentially winning a prize like an Xbox Elite controller. That's done.
Yeah, you can't really, and this isn't like even a decision that Twitch had to take any time on. You can't do that.
Yeah. So from an article in Kotaku, which provided this update, quote, Twitch says it's forced the Army to stop employing this obviously disingenuous tactic. Per our terms of service, promotions on Twitch must comply with all applicable laws, a Twitch spokesperson told Kotaku in an email. This promotion did not comply with our terms, and we have required them to remove it. So that's cool. They had that they did reach out to the Army Esports team for comment, but they haven't heard back.
All they're going to keep doing is what they're doing now, and just playing a shell game with different arms of the service. Like the Navy's going for a while. They'll take the
Coast Guard Esports.
Yeah. Then once the
Space Force Esports.
Once it dies down a bit, we'll put the Army one back up. And then the Air Force will do it. I read before I came in here that Air Force is now sponsoring drone racing, and like they're doing like Air Force like maps for the drone things to race on. So it's they're getting real creative with it.
Yeah.
But speaking of gaming, if you happen to be on Twitter early Friday morning, you might have caught a trailer for a brand new game that was apparently posted to the official PlayStation account before being removed shortly thereafter.
PlayStation. Seal of approval. Ka-chunk.
Yeah. The game and trailer in question is for a FMV, or full motion video game, called, apparently this is the name, I guess.
This is the title.
Gamer Girl, where you get to play the role of a simp whose entire goal is to, quote, moderate comments in the Gamer Girl's stream, reward good behavior, ban trolls, and work to increase subscriber numbers and earn likes to keep AbbaCake99 in a good mood and her career on track. What's an FMV, Elliot, for all the young kids out there?
Yeah, I mean, there's still like every year there's like one or two.
That dating simulator one was a big one recently.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but back in the day they were pretty popular.
It's like Sega CD was like the first ones to come out.
Yeah, there was like the Seventh Guest was a big one back in the day. There was a.
Typically, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure.
Yeah,
with
it's
some
basically
various outcomes that are pre-recorded.
They're sort of like what Telltale games ended up being, except it's literally just pre-recorded video, and you make decisions and stuff. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure video game, but there's no like rendered graphics to it. Anyways, the description of the game also had this to say. But this isn't just any old moderating job. AbbyCake99 has returned to streaming after her friend Becky disappeared under mysterious circumstances. And so along with keeping the jerks in line, it also falls to you to guide Abby's choices and uncover the threat she faces by an anonymous predator who hides in the stream's chat.
Jeez.
So you're not just a simp, you're a white knight. You
have ascended from simp to white knight.
Yeah, it's a little like too real because... I mean, being a like high-profile female streamer, like every one of those, they're all being stalked constantly. Like they are like in some level of danger.
You can see why people didn't enjoy this trailer for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, it's insulting to all parties involved.
But the fact that it exists and was on the PlayStation account.
I want to play it. I was watching it. I was like, this looks interesting.
Simulator.
I want to see where this goes.
Yeah.
The chat, the general base concept of the game before anyone was really aware of the thriller aspect of it is itself hilarious. And the trailer certainly didn't do that any favors. Like we said, the trailer was quickly scrubbed from the internet, but not before enterprising game journalist and one of the few people who still claims to know why Doc was banned, Rod Slasher Breslaw, was able to save it and reshare it with the world. So,
it's been a slow year, but I still think that this is an early contender for a game of the year.
Yeah.
On the Simple Awards.
Like I said, I would play this.
Yeah.
I mean, and this can't be a $60 game. So,
I don't know.
If it's like $20, I'll play it. I'm intrigued.
Look, honestly, a game that it wouldn't really surprise anyone if it just had popped up on stream with no fanfare, like Chair Fucking Simulator, which was released last year. That would be different.
Yeah.
If this game just popped up, then people would be like, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
But it's mainly the fact that it was tweeted out by the official PlayStation account that had people bursting with laughter. I mean, still, there is a market for this.
Oh, God, there is.
And if it does delve deeper into the thriller aspect of things, as it says in the description, there might be something worthwhile there outside of just simping all day and hoping to get a taste of that sweet, sweet bathwater. She's on OnlyFans now, by the way. That's her big comeback.
Belle Delphine?
Yeah. She's on the OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. Good for her.
She's going to work 1 year for and be fucking set forever.
I can't blame her at all.
Love the hustle.
Yeah, good for her. I don't, who cares?
No one cares. Enjoy it.
She has an army of simps.
Yeah.
Good for her. Get that money. Get paid.
And she's on the Oklahoma ballot.
And she's so like I have no idea does anyone know what she actually looks like?
I don't know.
She could cash out and just take off the look and just blend back into society. I'm envious of that.
No, she's going to do like Angeline and make it very apparent when she drives around. She's going to have a giant bathtub that she drives around instead of a pink Corvette.
Bathtub car just spilling soap all over the road.
Water going everywhere.
Spinning out a lot. God, jeez, I got another accident in my bathtub car. Too many suds.
Suds everywhere.
Suds all over the road.
People behind her get suds. They have to do the wipers to get it off.
Yeah.
God damn it, Belle Delphine.
Belle. Not the suds.
Hey, there she goes. Fucking
she goes just sudsing up the road again.
A bunch of dudes falling behind her just with jars trying to get some of that bath water.
Yeah.
That's a good game. We'll develop that game.
Yeah, Belle Delphine Racing Simulator.
All right, well, we've all had fun. Before this video gets banned, leave a like on it.
Yeah.
And then go watch
abusive content.
Then go watch yesterday's video because it's not doing well.
No, it needs
it needs the help.
We need your help.
We need your help.
The United States Army needs your help.
Go watch yesterday's video.
You seem like a pretty cool kid.
Yeah.
Do you like YouTube? Well, you know what? We got a job for you.
Watching
our YouTube video
5 times. That's your homework.
Yeah.
Watch it 5 times.
Be a hero.
And then watch our other episode of
Be
Weekly
all
Reviews
that you can be.
in our YouTube army. All right. Bye. We'll see you soon for another Weekly Weird News.